Now, a KVII County Commissioner's plea for transparency in Tucumcari is gaining traction. The Greater Tucumcari Economic Development Corporation, or their local EDC, currently operates with a mix of public and private funds. But when KVII County Commissioner Sue Dowell asked for basic accountability measures, the EDC declined to provide her with basic financial information. David Grasso-Ortega is in the studio with more on this story. David?
Tonight on Part 2 of Pronews 7 Investigates Transparency in Tucumcari, we'll find out why the EDC is currently operating in the shadows and what public leaders and local citizens are saying about this controversy. Pronews 7 approached Commissioner Sue Dowell, who created waves in her community when she asked the Tucumcari EDC about their finances. Her no vote on the county budget was all about refusing to give taxpayer money to an organization without strings attached, especially when the EDC declined her public records request.
I filed request for public records with the EDC, and I was told that they don't have to adhere to request for public record.
Commissioner Dowell is still in the dark about where taxpayer dollars are being used.
Opening lines of communication would be an advantage for them. Help me understand, because I don't.
John Mim is an active member of the community in many ways. He's the owner of a small business, Buena Vista Labs, and a Tucumcari City Commissioner. He told us that the EDC's budget is small.
The budget is essentially, most of it is absorbed by Pat Vanderpool's salary and operational costs. And I don't know the exact amount, so I don't want to, I don't want to guess at what it is.
Commissioner Mim is new to the commission and is still getting acquainted with the EDC.
And I don't have all those numbers, so otherwise we wouldn't be here having this discussion.
Local business owner Richard Randall says that as long as he's been in Tucumcari, transparency at the EDC has been a problem.
Who is the executive committee? I mean, none of this is on the web page, or you can't find out anywhere. And that's been a real concern of mine is who's leading who.
We asked KVII County Commissioner Chair Brad Bryant about what he thought about this controversy, and his response was, "Get out of my office." Richard Primrose, the president of the EDC board, and the KVII County manager told me that he had no comment and had a long-standing policy of not talking to the media. But the city of Tucumcari was open to interviews and record sharing. Tucumcari Mayor Robert Lumpkin helped Pronews 7 connect with several city leaders who are active in the EDC.
Once that public money is used, then I feel the public has a right to that information.
For those new, very involved commissioners to begin to ask questions and learn and want to know what's going on in all areas of the community, including EDC. I think that's very appropriate.
Mr. Vanderpool, the president of the Tucumcari EDC, who was not available for interview, said in a letter to Pronews 7 that our board is discussing how we can provide more accountability and do a better job of telling our story while maintaining the appropriate level of confidentiality necessary for us to do our job. And while everyone Pronews 7 spoke with agreed that having an EDC is critical to economic development in Tucumcari, most said that more transparency would be helpful for elected officials, taxpayers, and the organization itself. From the Kennedy Broadcast Center, David Grasso-Ortega for Pronews 7.
All right, thanks, David.